People constantly ask me, do I need to iron my sheets? And there's a couple answers to that. You don't need to. The finer the fiber, the longer the fibers, and the sheets break down at the end of the fiber. And of course, we all love the experience of going to a hotel and having those beautifully ironed sheets. The sheets are usually really low quality, and what you're enjoying and what you're experiencing is actually the ironed sheets. And ironing your pillowcases doesn't have to be the whole perfect thing, and it's certainly easier not to do it on an ironing board. We just use the Sunbeam here. We have had every expensive iron, and we have found we've had problems with them over the years. So we just use a regular old Sunbeam iron here. We never put water in the irons and spray with them. So I just use a handy dandy little sprayer here. And the trick is, it's easiest if you just wash them, you pull them out of the dryer just before they're dry, and then iron them. And if, I have an ironing pad here, and it's on a wood table or a big work table where we cut all our fabrics and everything. Do not do a blanket on a wood surface table. That will destroy your table. I don't care how thick the blanket is, do not do it. However, if you have a counter or an island, that's ceramic tile or any sort of stone or stone product, you can put a blanket down on that, plop your linens right down. You can iron a pillowcase literally in a couple minutes. And the point is, they don't have to be perfect, but smoothing out the fibers will make them last longer. And especially with your pillowcases, they're on your face, they're on your hair. It also keeps your hair nice and smooth and from being frizzy. So ironing is a huge advantage. I learned a really great trick from the Yacht Stews. Big shout out to Haley and Adrian specifically. Anyway, they taught me that they often have very, very cramped quarters on the boats. They're ironing in their crew quarters where they're taking their breaks and they're making their crew food and everything else. So they iron them on the beds. And so that's what I do. When I have time to iron my top and bottom sheet, I do it right on my bed. I just put it out there, spread it out, iron it. If I want the top cuff to look fancy, if you're taking a cuff and folding it down, and then I'll just iron the top cuff, make it look nice if I don't have time to do the rest. But I really try to make a point of it to iron my pillowcases every time. And if I have the ironing board up, because I've been ironing something else, pillowcases are pretty quick to do an ironing board. These are little 1-inch flange shams, sleeping shams, really easy. And this one was fussy, super wrinkled, and it's absolutely lovely and soft. So I recommend it. I recommend ironing, but you certainly don't need to. And one of the nicest things is, now I'm getting persnickety about how perfect it is. One of the really nice things you can do is, turn on Ted Lasso and, do your ironing. And I think you'll find you like it more than you think you do. It's pretty meditative and nice. So that's my opinion about ironing.